Hey, fur friends! Catman here! Welcome back to my channel! So today, I thought I'd do one of my Italian favorites. I'm going to make eggplant parmesan. And here are the ingredients. Got a nice eggplant. We're going to slice this kind of thin and salt it. I find salting it makes a little better eggplant parmesan. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. Then we're going to bread this with some cornstarch and some seasoned breadcrumbs that I'm going to grate some Parmesan cheese into. And of course you need a couple eggs to make this all stick together. Then I'm going to cook that in some grapeseed oil. I like this because you can cook it at higher temperatures. Don't have to worry about it scorching. You can use whatever you like, just don't use olive oil. Then that's going to get baked with some pasta sauce and topped with mozzarella cheese. That's going to be really, really good. And as a side dish, I'm going to make some angel hair pasta with some olive oil, toss that all together, and top it with some diced tomatoes. Voila! Now we're going to prepare the eggplant. So we're going to wash this, and then we're going to cut it in about 1/4 inch slices. You don't have to be exact. Then we're going to salt both sides of this with a kosher salt. Now what this is going to do is it's going to help draw out some of the sourness and also keep them a little firmer so they don't just turn to mush when you're done cooking them. Just the way I've always done it. So after we salt it, we're going to put it between a few layers of paper towels and help draw some of the moisture out of it, and we're going to let that set for about an hour. Coming up, I'll show you how to do that.
Okay, now I've washed the eggplant. Now I'm going to slice it. About 1/4 inch slices. Get as many as you like. Yeah, that's good for me. Got 6 good slices. There's 7 good slices. Okay, now I have a pan that I'm going to use to hold the eggplant, and I'm going to put down an absorbent layer, in my case a towel because paper towel is really hard to come by around here. But I'm going to put another paper towel down, and now we're going to salt the eggplant. So I'm going to throw my pieces out here. Just try not to overlap them because we do have to get salt on them. There we go. And now I like to use just a kosher salt, and we're going to give it a generous sprinkle. Doesn't matter about too much because we're going to wash this off at the end. So now we're going to flip all these guys over and do the other side. Now what this is going to do is it's going to help dry them out, and it's going to help draw some of the sometimes eggplant has a little bit of a bitter flavor to it. A little bit more salt there. Alright, now do the same thing again. We'll put some paper towels over the top. And another dish towel just to help absorb some of the water. Then I'm going to press them. I'm going to put another pan on top, and I'm going to put another big pan on top of this, maybe fill it with water. We're going to let that sit for about an hour, and then we'll come right back.
Okay, now it's been about an hour, and we're going to wash the salt off the eggplant. Just give it a quick rinse. You don't want to get them too wet. I'm going to pat them dry again. Okay, now we have our batter stations. First thing is, I'm going to take my Italian seasoned breadcrumbs. And you need about a cup or so. Depends on how many eggplants you're going to have, how many you're going to make, depends how much breadcrumbs you're going to want. And we're going to grate some Parmesan cheese in there. That's what's going to give it a lot of flavor. I like a good amount of cheese, so I'm going to put a little bit in there. Just going to mix that around in there. Okay, scramble a couple eggs. Now again, depending on how many you're going to have, you might need 1 egg, you might need 3 eggs. Hey Wolfie, watch out dude. Okay, and finally the last one is going to be cornstarch. And again, the amount just depends on how much you're going to need to coat all your eggplant. Just put a good amount there. And you want a sort of a deep dish that you can flop them around in and get them good and coated. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and get a good coat, knock off the extra stuff, quickly into the egg, and then into the breadcrumbs. Just want to make sure you get a good coating on there. Alright, go on to the next one. Shake off the excess into the egg wash. Just get good coated. There you go. And now we're going to deep fry these, and then we're going to put them in a pan with sauce and bake them. So hang on, I'll do the rest. Okay, now they're all battered and ready to be fried. Now you want to make sure that your oil is up to about 350 degrees so that these get nice and crisp and they don't soak up too much of the oil. So use a high temp thermometer, check your oil. When it gets up to temp, go ahead and put them in. Alright. You want a nice sizzle like that when you drop them in. Now you don't want to crowd them, so don't put too many in there or it'll cool your oil too fast. So just 3 or 4, let them cook for about 2 minutes on each side, flip them, and then turn them out. There we go, nice and brown. Let those go for about another minute, and then we'll put those out to drain and do the next round. Okay, now I'm ready to take them out and drain them. Now fried food, it's better to get them to stand up and let it all just drain down the breading out the bottom. This will leave your eggplant crisper, and they'll turn out a little bit better. Alright. Got my help is here to help me. All right, now it's time to put this all together. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little bit of pasta sauce in the bottom, and then I'm gonna layer the eggplant individually, and then sprinkle some cheese over the top. Watch out, guys. As long as these guys don't eat all my cheese. I just need a little bit, you don't need a whole lot, just something to keep it from sticking to the bottom of the pan. Back up, Wolfie. And kind of arrange those around. I like to keep them single layer because that way it's easier for me to scoop out and serve them to people, and everybody gets a whole piece. There we go. Hey, now a little bit of sauce on top. Make sure I got enough to go around. Yeah, there we go. A little more. Don't want any dry edges because it's going to bake for a little while, and most of the sauce will thicken up. All right, there we go. With the mozzarella cheese to top it off. There we go. Now we're going to put this in the oven at 350 degrees for about 35 minutes. We'll be back in a little bit. And here it is. Fresh out of the oven. Voila! All right, dinner's ready. Let's serve it up. Now this is going to be really good. Thank you so much for watching, fur friends. Hope you enjoyed my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. See you next week, fur friends. Bye-bye. This is really good. What do you think, Bing?